What's up, Dragon Brood? Today we're taking a look at a different type of Gruul deck. We're just going with low to the ground, +1/+1 counters. We're going to see if this is enough to just push through the finish. And again, this deck is going to be rotation ready, so if you could build it now, play it on the ladder, have some fun, and still be ready to go day one when Bloomburrow drops. And I'm going to have a playlist linked here in the video with like, I don't know, 20 decks or something. So you'll have a whole list of things you can try out and still not waste your wild cards, which is what's important. But anyway, let's get into this list we're going to be playing here. We're going to start with a couple of Cacophony Scamp. I wanted to play more of these, but I haven't quite figured out what the number should be yet. So by the end of the video, there might be a third one in the list. But I do like the idea that we can put a bunch of counters on it and then eventually just have it die. And that works pretty well for us, especially since we have some ways to put it on during combat and whatever, which could be kind of nice. We do have Cenote Scout. Not great, but it does get a +1/+1 counter, and it might get a bonus from some of our other cards. Playing Hard-Hitting Question, because it's just good removal. Playing Snakeskin Veil. It does put a +1/+1 counter and can protect some creatures from spot removal, which is kind of nice on the cheap. And our deck's actually, like I said, pretty low to the ground, so leaving a mana open for this probably won't be that bad. We're going to try a couple copies of Trash the Town. It's a way to draw some cards, but it could just be put some counters on as a way to win, so we'll see. Playing Inti, because getting some trample damage is always nice, and an extra counter. Bristly Bill obviously can put counters on things. Ozolith lets us put extra counters on things, which is always good. Beastcaller, every time we play a creature, we get another counter, and we can move those counters around. Ornery Tumblewag, which does a lot of work here, because we can put counters on the Scamp, which is nice. We can put counters on Beastcaller that we can move around, which is nice. Or put counters on, double counters on something that we plan to give trample to with Inti. So this should work pretty well in here all the way around. Gonna play some Doomscar Warrior so we can possibly search for some more stuff. And of course, Goldvein Hydra, because you just have all the counters as much as you have mana for, and that's always good. Now, I expect this deck's gonna be a fun one, so we should have a good time with this. But at the end of the video, if you like what you see and you want to download it, I'm gonna have the link over to Moxfield, a channel sponsor, that you can just go download the list and try it for yourself. The link will be down in the description. But again, at the end of the video, you can check out the playlist if you want to see a bunch of other stuff that's rotation ready and find something you just want to play in the meantime. Anyway, let's go see if we can run over our opponents with our little buff creatures. Let's keep it. I was hoping to find a 1-mana thing there. That's not good. Alright, well, that might be good enough all on its lonesome. Kind of sad. No, I think I'm just going to do this just the same. I was going to do a Hydra for one, but I figured I could maybe block, lose the Hydra, then I'd be able to protect something next turn. But I could still kind of do the same, or just play a 2/2 Hydra on turn 3. I mean, I'll start giving up the Beastcaller, but that's fine. I mean, everything we had there basically said it was dead anyway. This gets countered. Nope. Does it get killed? Nope. Alright. See what we can do with it. Garna. If a creature you control dies, right? Draw a card if it was attacking. Otherwise, it deals 1 damage to us. Yeah, alright. Take 1, I guess. No need to give them a card here. Oh, Scamp, what are you doing? What are you doing? Let's see. We could play a land. We could play Inti. We could discard Scamp. Oh, opponent tried to get tricky there. Kind of disrupted our plans for a second. Oh well. Things have now changed. I was going to do a whole different set of things, but opponent kind of changed our actions. Alright, you got it. 3 more. All right, cool. We won on the back of Hydras. All right, let's keep it and see what we can do. Not expecting a lot, but hey, you never know. This deck could surprise us. Ooh, I will take a Tumblewag, actually. Let's just attack and play this. I was thinking I might just do a 1-mana Hydra, but that just didn't feel worth it. Well, now I'm gonna 2-mana Hydra. We have a new plan. That works. Alright. Away with Liliana.
This isn't how things were supposed to go.
Hostile Investigator. And what do we get rid of here? I guess this? Like, I really don't love that, but if it's what we gotta do, it's what we gotta do. Alright. People often don't want to block your Hydras because they don't want to give you the treasure, which makes sense. But it's kind of an interesting dynamic. Alright, you have a Shieldred. Yep, alright. This'll work too, I suppose. That's only 2 counters, though. We kind of have to wait. Because I can use Tumblewag to put a counter on something and then fight Shieldred next turn, potentially. I mean, that dying makes a lot of sense. I wouldn't fault you for that, opponent. Oh, that won't be standard legal soon. That's a play. Sure, we'll just take it. Alright, that's not at all how I thought that turn was going to play out for us, but hey, here we are. So we go Tumblewag. Play this. Put the counter here. Get in for 5. Fight a Shieldred. And at least be somewhat stabilized for the turn. I mean, could give Goldvein Hydra -1 here and make it a tough block for me, but they might actually be wanting to block. Nope, just put a counter on their own dude. Fair enough. I don't even know how much I care about that. Going to 4 feels a little bit dangerous, though, so sure, you got me. I mean, it might be Liliana to get rid of our Tumblewag here. But my problem was if they had another Shieldred or something and we took 4, we'd be down to 2. And that would have hurt a whole lot. Let's see what we want to do here. Activate this guy. Put a counter on it. I was just thinking, like, put a counter on the Tumblewag, attack with Tumblewag. Is that any better? I mean, because we could double the counters on the Tumblewag, but... So we get 3 goes to 4. Not any better. So I guess we just counter up here and attack. Like, it's not great, but it's something. Oh, opponent's actually blocking. Interesting. Okay. Didn't expect that, honestly, but let's go ahead and play this. Don't just end the turn. I mean, they probably just get, I was gonna say, just get Acklazot's back here would make a lot of sense. Alright, GG's. Ooh, alright, sure. I think we still play Beast Caller first. Because then we can still play Bristly Bill, then play the land and put a counter on something. Unless we just want to get a little crazy with, oh, well, never mind. That changes everything. I was going to say with Tumblewag, but we can do this. Go ahead, put a counter here. We can fight. No, whoa, no, no! That wasn't what I wanted to do at all. The wrong card. I meant to play Hard-Hitting Question. Oh, now we're going to be up against it. Gosh dang it. Stupid, stupid, stupid. My own fault. Good news is this thing just first strikes. So we could block it the one time. Oh, no, because it gets a counter from... What's her name, right? No, it's the other one that gives a counter. Yeah, sure, that's fine. Alright. Then we just let you keep that 3/3. Because that doesn't really matter. And we'll just get rid of her. So despite making a dumb play mistake, we might still be okay here. Yep. Alright. Cool, cool. Oh, man. We're going to keep, but... oh, man. This is not good. Is basically the issue here. Any chance we get a 1-mana dude? No, we did not. Ugh, that sucks. Yeah, I'm not sure what we're kind of set up to beat here, unfortunately. Like, we play Inti, but... Yeah, I guess we kind of have to. Then maybe we could Hydra fight something as an option. Yeah, I wasn't expecting Inti to survive, so that's fine. Like, is what it is. Alright, that's actually nice to get a land that's not going to be tapped. But... do we... yeah, alright. I mean, this probably dies too, but then we at least get treasure, can play the Doomscar Warrior. I say, then we'd actually be able to fight something and protect it, and that wouldn't be the worst. Yeah, we're definitely going to block, obviously. Alright. And we need to do that before this flips, because that causes all kinds of problems, obviously. Alright, so we're going to do this. Put the counters on itself. We will go ahead and get rid of one of these to minimize the damage. At least as much as we can. Pass the turn. Maybe they'll tap out to Obliterating Bolt this guy. Hey, they will. Excellent. Love that. So we go to 8. Oh, they didn't even... Oh. Okay. I'm willing to attack here because, like, I gotta find something in 3 cards, right? Or 6 cards, I mean. We'll take a Hydra? And then I think we just Hydra for 4 here right now. And then we have lethal next turn. Well, that's not true. They can... Well, yeah, because these trample anyway. We'll have 13 points of trample plus our creature land. Okay, now they have blockers. Sure. I think we still go for it here, though. We do have to take a point if we do that, huh? 7? With them having 3 cards in hand? But we still have a blocker, so sure, whatever. I'm in. Counters here. Doesn't really matter. I mean, I guess technically we do it on the Doomscar Warrior. We get to see more things. You know, they could double block Hydra and kill it. That's probably their best bet here, I would think. And then we wouldn't get the treasure. Oh, okay. I mean, that would have been 9, 10, 11. They would have still been at 1, right? If they double block Hydra? Oh, okay. Well, maybe they just forgot about Trample. Okay, we'll keep it. Can't really throw this back, right? We just scamp and then probably follow with Tumblewag. But we'll see. Scamp. Oh, well, this is highly suspicious. Let's try this and see what happens. I'm assuming there's like a get lost or something here. Oh, well, March. Fair enough. Things we won't have to see in Standard soon. March of the Worldly Light. Let's go here. Well, looks like they have more. There's the get lost. Might as well use these. Don't know if that's really what we're looking for here. I'm willing to keep that one more time. Put a counter here. Then get rid of that. Alright. I mean, good news is we at least have Restless Ridgelines we can attack with here as well. So those are still things. Let's get countered. I mean, I'm just putting a counter on the Tumblewag here. No need to get greedy. If they're going to kill something, they're going to kill it. Yeah, exactly. Decline. I will just play this, I guess. In the turn. And this is obviously just pile of removal control, so whatever they're going to do, they're going to do. Now the question is, do I want to put one of these lands at risk here? I feel like the answer is yes, I do. But they also have Field of Ruin. So it's just a matter of like how much do you want to force their hand, right? Okay. I could also use this. You know what, though? Let's do it. I mean, they can get rid of one of these, that's fine. We don't care that much. We at least get a solid attack in here. And that's kind of all we can hope for. I'll go ahead and get some mana out of this. Add a counter here. Sure. Get our attacks on. All right. That's about as good as we could hope for under the circumstances, I suppose. Memory deluge. Okay. Now how big of attack can we get next turn? It takes 4 to do that, so we can't do that. So we can do 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, it's exactly. Look at that. I'm going to put the counter here. And then attack. Untap this knucklehead, I guess. Wow, exactly enough. Sometimes math is not just for blockers, as it turns out. It's for really aggressive Gruul attacks. Oh, no. Alright, we're going to keep it, but this is a very, very bad keep. Do as I say, not as I do. You should not be keeping this. This is atrocious. However, next turn we get to play an Ozolith, and we can... oh, well, not anymore. Well, they're going to take our hard-hitting question. That's fine, I guess. I mean, you got to take the hard-hitting question, and we already know what's happening next turn. They're going to play the big 1/4 dude. Oh. Oh. Really? Alright, I guess. Attack for 1. End the turn. I mean, I would play Ozolith, but this is our only creature, so I'd rather be able to play defense if we have to. Like, I don't love it, but this is just a situation we're stuck in, you know? Alright, let's try Inti and see what happens. I mean, I'm sure they thought we were just going to play Ozolith here. No more lies. That flies. We'll attack. End the turn. Maybe I should have played Ozolith. Who knows? Good news is we're largely protected from Wandering Emperors right now, which is not something I thought we'd be saying much of. Alright, I'm willing to gamble. Can we get this to a 3 safely? They use a kill spell, we use one, then they have another one next turn. I mean, they gotta use them sooner or later. This is the best chance they're gonna have. Yeah, obviously, we try to target. They counter, they kill it. That's fine. Nope. Okay, it works. Attack for 5. Fairy, you got it. Urtai, sure. Seems good. All right. I guess our plan is activate this tutor. Put counters on it. Like, might as well. Oh no, Arena! Really? Really? You? Oh, how did you not use a treasure there? We have all that treasure. Oh my god. Pretty sure we're dead now because of that play. Oh, that is so brutal. On so many levels. I feel like Arena just super trolled me. Now do we want to play this guy? And I would not want to tap our land. Alright. Do they still have a counter left? Alright, let's go green. Green. Play this guy. Alright, we'll pay for it, sadly. I mean, if you have another, then I will. like, what are we gonna do? There's a bunch of damage incoming, so we gotta see what we can do on our turn. Yep, down to 11. Man, if we could have got that other attack in, this turn would be so easy. Things that happen, though. Go to attack. Okay. Opponent goes to 4. We get... Bristly Bill, Doomscar Warrior, Inti. Wow. This is actually a real decision. I think we take... just this? No, we take Inti. There's a chance we can add Trample to something else next turn. In the turn. Alright, there's a Wandering Emperor.
Now you've done it. That's coming off.
Okay.
We've got the edge in this fight.
Are we dead? That's the question.
Let your
That looks like no. But we'll see. Our turn. Alright, so they know we have NT already. They have a card in hand. Alright, well. Activate. Play NT, or attempt to. Alright, that works. I mean, same situation though, still got to attack. I mean, just attacking the opponent here. Alright. I mean, everybody's got to block something. Probably should have got their land in to block. I mean, you have to block that way if you want to kill it. Okay, they're just giving up, I guess. I think the problem is, as long as I had Snakeskin Veil, they didn't have a way to block, actually. Because they would have had 4, 5, 6, 7 toughness. Yeah, and then this kills them. So they have to split a block. But if they put this and this, which is 6 toughness here, I can make that a 10 and it's still 4. So their best play would have been to actually use the anchorage to block as well. But then I just kill off everything. And the opponent could then, like... Well, they couldn't even exile anything because this would be untapped and this would be a land again. So yeah, that was actually just somehow worked out well for us considering they had all that. But yeah, interesting scenario at the end just because of Ozolith and Snakeskin Veil. Alright, we'll keep it. Oh man, double ridge lines. That's not what we were looking for. Man, are we playing against control decks again? Alright, let's just die. Into what? Nope, it is not that. Okay, we get to actually do some things. We get to play a real game of Magic. Oh, tokens. I do like that deck. I've played a couple of versions of it. Opponent chose not to attack, though. Find that very peculiar. This is tough, because I want to play Doomscar Warrior next turn, but maybe I'm supposed to save the Snakeskin Veil here. So yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. Worst case scenario, we'll just play a Hydra next turn, I guess, for 2. And pass? I mean, they could also just play a big, like, Regal Bunnycorn or something here. Oh, they're just convoking to draw cards. Oh, that kind of makes sense, too. I wonder if their payoff is, like, the Virtue. Because it might be. Alright. Very interesting, to say the least. We'll put a counter here. I guess we'll try to make a 2/2 Hydra. Man, I'm shields down. I can't protect anything right now, but maybe this is the way. Okay, so they didn't want to give up any tokens. They didn't kill anything. There's the Virtue. All right, so they're going to fire that off this turn then, assuming they have a land. I mean, if not, if we get an untapped land, I mean, we get to double counters on everything, so that's something, right? I mean, worst case scenario, we put some counters from a Doomscar Warrior on something and we get a chance. Oh, Zephyr's gonna give everybody flying. Ugh. That's a real problem. Alright. GG's, opponent. You probably have us here. Because we do not have a fight spell to save our lives. Here's a weird thing. We could, like... What if we Ozolith and then double Snakeskin Veil? Like, I think maybe that's our out here, right? We just try that. Because we don't have anything better. So let's just attack. If they trade, they trade. And then maybe we can double counters next turn. Oh, wait, what? Wait a minute. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We can only do 15! Oh, how sick. How sick. Alright. I mean, we gotta do something. Alright. I mean, we might as well at this point. I mean, we're probably dead anyway, right? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. If they can pump anything, we die. Yeah, that's going to untap stuff anyway. We almost want an untapped land, actually, so I could further protect the Hydra and still double all the counters. I think that's what we're hoping for here. Because otherwise, I don't know if we have a realistic out. And if they kill the Hydra, we're okay. Well, they just made a bajillion guys. Alright, GG's. We're not punching past that. You got it, opponent. Sure. Why not? Probably only going to be a touch awkward here since we're just going to Inti... Oh, well, Inti's not going to live very long here, is it? Alright. Please don't kill our creature. Well, you have something. What is something, though, is the question. Alright. See what you got. Counter here. Now you kill Inti? No, still don't want to kill Inti. Attack with Inti. Now do you want to kill her? Oh, why do I have to make this tough decision? Alright. Now you kill her with the lightning strike. Nope, still not. Oh, and we lost a hard-hitting question. Oh, that's one of the things I was afraid of losing. Oh, that hurts. That hurts. A lot. Now we need an untapped land worse than we've ever needed one. Yeah, sure, I'm blocking here, obviously. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Tumblewag. Counter. Tax. Discard one of these knuckleheads. Hopefully find a land we can play. Make these... Oh, I should have put the counter on the Tumblewag, actually. Because then I'd be able to block the 2-power dude. Well... I guess if they don't have it, we win here anyway. So making that into a 3/3 isn't that big of a deal. Really was hoping to get a land off the top there, though. Yeah, we're not blocking. If they got us, they got us. Okay, Witchstalker Frenzy that. That still seems fine. Yeah, no blocks. Rage all you want. Alright, looks like we got this one against old Mono Red. Yep. Got a few different options. 1, 2, 3. And just attack with all of it. Alright, cool. That worked out. Yeah, this is keepable. Come on, get a counter. Get a counter, little guy. Come on. Alright. Oh, Snakeskin Veil. We'll keep that. Like, I'm just thinking if this is against another mono green deck, we just got to have a little bit of fuel to be able to fight with. So, the bigger creatures, the better. Alright. Here's where it starts. Ooh, with the Pull of Kranos. That's tough. That's real tough. We can make this a 3-3, make it a 4-4. That's not good enough. All right. We just go here. No attacks. Then next turn, we can make another 2/2 Hydra and, I guess, run the Beast Caller in to fight with the Snakeskin Veil. Not sexy, but, you know, it's something. Or we could just run in with the Trash to Town and then just pay the extra to draw a card and... Yeah, maybe that's what we do. I mean, there's probably a fight spell coming, too, from their side, so who knows? We'll see what happens. There's a lot of variables right now, and we don't like any of them. Alright, so what do you got here? Alright, I'm blocking anyway. I'm your Huckleberry. I'm gonna assume this is like... the Charm or something. Oh, Tyvar Sand. Okay, yeah, same difference. That works. So we get our treasure, get to move the counter over to here. Okay, so that wasn't the worst thing that could have happened to us, honestly. Let's go ahead and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. Opponent's at 10. Alright, we did it. Cool. So lots of good and bad notes on this one. Not even bad, just problematic. Like, the first is that we really didn't get to see Cacophony Scap all that much, and I was a little bit disappointed, because we kept getting things to put counters on stuff, but never got the Scap, so never got to see how good that was. The thing here, though, is I felt like there's a lot of times where we just want more removal cards, right? Like, even having 1 or 2 Tyvar Stand could be good. Just to be able to give something indestructible as well from sweepers or combat or whatever. Or just have another combat trick, which could help. I think this could be good for that. And it's kind of like Snakeskin Veil, though the Snakeskin Veil does obviously give us a +1/+1 counter, so we like that a lot more. But that brings me to the question of Trash the Town and Ozolith, right? These are kind of things that enable and help the deck a little bit, but we never really got into a situation where Trash the Town was going to be vastly superior to a Tyvar Stand. And I don't think I want to cut Ozolith, because we did win a couple of games, I think, because of this card, so it makes it hard to want to strip it out entirely. But Tyvar Stand's really good, and like I said, finding some other fight spell we want to play could be relevant. Especially if we wanted to play the Charm, because I think the Charm is actually, I guess if I spell it correctly, makes a difference. This is actually really good, right? Because we can search for any of our creatures later in the game if we need to. If we want to find a Tumblewag or a Doomscar Warrior. We can also destroy artifacts and enchantments, which are pretty key. And again, just having another removal spell is kind of nice. So, while the deck worked, those are the things I'm seeing as potential issues. So here's what I would say. I'm going to post the list as is. But if you want to play Archdruid's Charm or Tyvar Stand over the Trash the Town and Ozolith, I think that's viable. Matter of fact, you know what? I think I'm actually going to put the charms in anyway. I think I'm going to do that over the Trash the Town. So you can just play the 2 charms. Because we have so much green mana anyway. We almost always have 3 green. That's not a big deal. I think we can cast it with no problem. And then the question just comes down to, do you want Tyvar stands, right? If you want to have that indestructibility going into combats or whatever, protect your creatures a little bit more, could cut the Ozolith for 2 Tyvar stands if you already have them. I think that would be my other suggestion. Everything else, while it is a lot of creatures at 25, I think we keep everything else. I don't think you want to cut the other cards. So that's my logic there. I think if you want to mess with this a little bit, Tyvar stands are the only things I would try to find room for. And I think the only place would be cutting 1 or 2 Snakeskin Veil and some number of Ozolith. So like if you want to cut 2 Snakeskin Veils and 1 Ozolith to play like 3 Tyvar stand, might be viable. But that's probably the best I would recommend. I will say this too though. Tyvar stand also works with Cacophony Scamp. Right? Like you attack, even if you just pump it for like 3, it deals 4 damage and you can sack it for 4. So that is a cool interaction you can have available if you want to go down that road. But anyway, it worked out. So here's what we're going to post up for you guys and gals. 2 Cacophony Scamp, 4 Cenote Scout, 4 Hard Hitting Question, 4 Snakeskin Veil, 3 NT, 2 Bristly Bill, 2 Ozolith, 4 Quirion Beast Caller, 2 Archdruid's Charm, 4 Ornery Tumblewag, 3 Doomscar Warrior, 3 Gold Vein Hydra, 1 Mountain, 11 Forest, 4 Copperline Gorge, 4 Carplusion Forest, and 4 Restless Ridgeline. If you're looking for something more mid-rangey, we did put up a Rakdos list that was also rotation proof, so you can check that one out if you want to. Or if you're just looking for something else that tickles your fancy, we have a whole playlist with tons of stuff that's rotation ready, so you're not wasting your wild card. So check that out. They'll both be linked here. But that's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time.